Just plays at peak level offensively in that first half. Let's see what Denver's response is going to be.
Tim, we were talking about it during the break. Jokic hasn't taken a shot in over a quarter. And he gets it in good position, but couldn't hang on to it. Numbers coming back the other way, and that's going to be a foul against Porter Jr. Let's bring in Katie, who has things, Tim.
No doubt. And look, I talked to Chris Finch about this before the game. These close games, you know, when you lose 16 close games that we define as clutch games, you can find 10 possessions probably to give them 6 more wins that could have gone a different way. It's tightening up around the margins if these games are played down the stretch.
And Rudy Gobert very engaged here this afternoon. He's got 11 points and 7 rebounds. Jokic with a 3, left it on the front rim, rebounded by McDaniels. Westbrook took it away to Porter Jr. And that's out of
ball lineup. That weak side help that's coming for the lob is usually a guard, and there's no match for Rudy Gobert at the rim.
Brown goes under the screen, pocket pass to Gobert. The float game is on. Lead is up to 16. Biggest lead of the game for Minnesota. Murray with the empty corner action with Joker. And the fadeaway is good now. Edwards skip pass to a wide open Conley. And they slept on him.
On the season still, but almost 50% from the field over his last 4 games. So, and he said how critical it was, and then trust your teammates. He's done a nice job of that today.
Westbrook finds Jokic and 1.
He's that deep when he catches the basketball with that touch. It's going to result in something good for Denver, but this entire game right now is going to come down to this end of the floor. Denver has had no physicality in this game whatsoever. They're not making Minnesota feel them. Let's see if they can pick up the level of desperation on this end and get some stops.
Edwards, Raz looking for a call as well, and this Denver team has a top 10 defense, Tim, but right now leaking a little bit of oil. Murray turns the corner and elevates. Out of the timeout, here's Edwards. Westbrook picked him up. 7 on the shot clock for Edwards. Drives into 2, and that's going to be a foul against Westbrook.
To go there for the step back, but when Anthony Edwards changed directions, just a little bit too much contact.
This time he fakes and drives on Brown. Sprays it out to McDaniels. 3 on the shot clock. Got to throw it, and he does. Porter Jr. into the front court with Denver down by 15. Murray, the leading scorer, with 20. Make it 20 today.
Nobody is in better rhythm on this court right now than Jamal Murray. This is coming very easy for him. Now he just wants his teammates to catch up defensively, and ultimately that'll lead to better transition opportunities if they can get some stops and take it off the glass.
Oh, Randall put Westbrook in the weight room. Westbrook slow to get up. Brown running it back the other way. A wild shot. No good. Leads at 14. Julius Randle on the handle. McDaniels on the drive. Gobert left it short, and Jamal Murray out of the pack. Murray in a nice flow here today. Edwards taking on the challenge defensively. Tough fadeaway. Missed badly that time. Although 9 of 14 from the field. Edwards with the hezzy. Over Joker. And Brown with the board. Up and down they go. Christian Brown straightaway 3. He can make those and has been this year. Randall out to Conley. A catch and shoot 3 is Buck. He's up to 6. 14-point lead, and Edwards right up on Murray. This is the part of Edwards' game that is really great, I think, is the fact that he'll take on the challenge of taking on the other team's hot shooter in flight. Flying charter.
Approach today with a 16-point lead. Let's see if Denver can even get this to clutch time.
Jokic slips the screen. Good contest and blocked by Gobert. At home for one of the rare times this year, and Denver first of 5 on the road. McDaniels kept it in play. More importantly, 5 assists.
Yeah, Minnesota's really gotten it across the board. 5 guys in double figures, including the 10 that Dillingham gave them off the bench.
They could use a little bit more of Michael Porter game. It's been a little bit quiet and conspicuous offensively. Edwards, tween, and goes, elevates, and draws the foul.
Just shooting the basket up too much to give him the left side. That's where Anthony fouls. That's also where he's going to go to the pass.
About right-handed players, Tim, that they like to pull up the other end. Somebody hit the snooze button for Minnesota.
Excusable after a free throw to allow, you know, a full-length pass to Aaron Gordon for an easy basket. That's demoralizing for Minnesota.
Naz Reid on the probe. Decelerates, draws the foul.
All the way around. And as a result, it's right-handed players. So most guys do prefer
Square up going left.
Absolutely is, because that right arm, that right hip are already pointed at the rim. You go to your right, you got to pivot that whole body around.
14-point game, Aaron Gordon drives the closeout against Gobert. Good contest, and they get the miss. The outlet to Alexander Walker. Timberwolves running the lanes, but Denver back in transition defensively. McHale with the tween and cross. Out to Reid. McDaniels with 7 on the shot clock to Edwards. Thought about it. Fakes the step back, sees 2, doesn't matter. Gobert with the shot clock at 10. Reid slips out of the screen. And Gobert again hustling for yet another consecutive offensive rebound.
Yeah, you can't overstate the impact Rudy Gobert has had on this game, really from the opening tip. There you go, he did that
for Minnesota. Jokic on the drive. Gordon for 3. Got it. Temporarily to make it a 14-point game, but Denver unable to take the rhythm offensively away from this T-Wolves team. In rhythm, Edwards.
Coming easy for Minnesota. Great job following the dribble handoff and getting into that rhythm. Anthony Edwards right now, after a slow start, is starting to find it.
Yesterday after practice, Gobert, sometimes he overthinks things, which takes him out of the flow of the game, and in a way, he gets distracted by what coaches or teammates are telling him to do. Gobert said, I know how to rebound the ball. I just need to trust my instinct.
In the paint for Minnesota, which is where they've taken advantage of Denver today. Brown lines up the seams, but misses on the 3.
To get behind the line, in that area of the floor, it's just a little 3-foot sidestep. With that elevation, it's a clean shot.
Off the swirl action, Reid into the corner. Alexander Walker got it. 22. 3 minutes to go in the third. The largest lead of the ball game. Murray to Joker. Strother with the DHO back to Jokic. And he quiets the crowd.
Dismantling Minnesota's put on Denver on this end of the floor right here. Denver just no answer. And it starts to get contagious. That time Julius Randle misses a clean look, but everybody for Minnesota, I think, is in free flow right now.
Murray off the screen, picked up by Randle on the switch. Knocks down the mid-range jumper.
That was a very important timeout, I thought, for Chris Finch. To finish this quarter the right way, after Denver hits a couple of shots in a row, you want something quality offensively, which they just did, to stem the tide a little bit as Denver was trying to make a run to close this quarter.
Tim, Anthony Edwards has 16 in this third quarter after a little bit of a lethargic beginning. Murray blew a tire, got the ball back. Alexander Walker pursuing him off the screen. Now Randle switches onto him. There's the mismatch. And there's that big body bends move by Joker. Nothing you can do with that. The lead at 17. Edwards had a notion against Gordon. Pulls it back out. Edwards in his crock pot, ready to cook. Dillingham against Murray. 4 on the shot clock. He pulls the 3. Not a great possession that time by Minnesota.
No, a lot of standing around. Too much ISO. Chris Finch knows that that's when they can be susceptible to being stagnant offensively.
Joker sprays it to the wing, out of bounds.
To be sped up at the rim because there's another defender coming. He slows it down to get off something that's on balance.
Great point, Tim, as Reid knocks it home. That he learned that deceleration move from Luka Garza, his teammate.
I thought you were going to say the other Luka down in Dallas, who's pretty good at decelerating as well.
That would make a lot of sense, too. Jokic with the lob. Wow, Watson, 17. 2-for-1 opportunity here if Edwards wants it. Had it knocked away by Aaron Gordon. Good hands. Aaron Gordon takes it right at Randle, missed it, and retrieved it for the putback. Volume 3-point shooting team to make big comebacks.
Yeah, it definitely, they're not in this position that often, but it does make it more difficult, clearly. But Look, the bottom line is if you can string together stops, you can still operate in your wheelhouse offensively with twos and free throws and paint touches.
Randle on the pick and pop, open for three. To Julius Randle. Joker made one from there against Sacramento. This time